There she is.
Do you have the grip on your...
Hi, everyone. Today we are doing Girl in the Bubble, which is Glinda's new song for the Wicked movies.
268, take two.
Beautiful stories to see her to sing, full of magic and glory and love. In Wicked, we know that this moment happens because we know that she goes from thank goodness to for good, and we see that growth. But to go in and see what happens behind the wings and get to experience that moment with her, that choice, I think that's a really special thing to see.
Cut.
It's a really pivotal moment for her. She's pushed to this breaking point where the bubble really does have to finally pop all the way. And she's able to decide, no, I need to do things differently.
We can say if I've been changed for the better. I do believe I have been changed for the better. And because I knew you, because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed.
Elphaba doesn't start in Kiamo Ko, she ends up in Kiamo Ko. It's where she can hide. I really loved being in that space because I thought it was sort of this wonderful place for making magic.
I loved the idea that Kiamo Ko was a castle in the sky. We play with gravity as a theme. We turn that into architecture. We made arches that go upside down. I wanted to increase the idea of perspective.
This is sort of the basement of Kiamo Ko. This is one of our only sets where we have more blue than set, but it requires it because there's all the wire work where she's flying. This is sort of the defying gravity of movie 2.
I've always seen it as a moment where she succumbs to the thing that many people have said about her and she's sort of been fighting against. I think it's the moment she accepts her rage and her anger and her angst and her sadness.
The wizard he's dangerous. He's not a great guy. He's a bad guy. But Morrible, I think, is the most dangerous of them all.
The Wizard of Oz, he has no magic, he has only trinkets. He really isn't the mastermind of all this. But for Madame Morrible, she is.
Glinda doesn't think she's as wicked as she really is. I don't think she knows how extreme the lengths that she would go to hurt or kill. And yeah, we have some really intense scenes.
Missy, you may be fooling the rest of us.
When Michelle yells at me, she shook my eyeball with her force.
So just do what you do best. Smile. Wave.
It was truly, truly terrifying. My contact fell out of my eye. My contact. I'm sorry, all my contact came out.
I've really had a great time playing the nuances of, pretending to be good and smiling. I felt like a politician, man. Oh, God.
The growth is insane. To see her like, not just as an actor, but Nessa grown up and mature.
Big girl. I'm a big girl now. Yay, thank you.
And flying. Imagining, not that you're flying, but the feeling of what that felt like that height.
It's Nessa floating in the air because she has power, not standing because she's fixed now. As somebody in a wheelchair, I think it's important for other wheelchair users also to be like, you don't have to be fixed. There's nothing wrong with you in the first place, but you can be powerful.
I have magic too.
Nessa, there's something I have to...
I attempt to do a spell in the Grimoire, and it goes sour. There must be a love spell in here somewhere.
No, it's dangerous.
What is she doing?
She mispronounces the words because she can't read it. She has no real magic.
You're pronouncing the words all wrong. No Place Like Home. It's a particularly lonely song because it really is her sort of having to reckon with why she wants to stay in a place that doesn't necessarily make any room for her. Why do I love this place that's never loved me? But for some reason, she sort of believes in the place, and she believes that she has a place there until she has to let it go.
Wanting to, but ours is more than just.
The song for Elphaba is a brand new song, and it occurs at the time when she is most struggling with the fact that she has made herself an outcast.
Should a land have so much meaning?
And she tries to persuade the animals who are fleeing Oz to stay and fight with her.
Don't do this.
Because it's their home and there's no place like home.
Don't leave Oz. Join with me. Help me fight the wizard.
Nothing prepares you when something becomes a cultural phenomenon, as Wicket did. And I waited a very, very long time to make into a film. My path would intersect with John Chu, who became the captain of our ship and directed the films. The humanity that you'll find in this film, the joy, the passion, so much of that comes from his extraordinary inventiveness as a filmmaker.
In the very beginning of production, we don't talk about shots. We talk about feeling and story. Every scene has a feeling that I need the audience to get, whether it's what they need to feel themselves or what they need to feel for the character. Whatever way to get there, to make that feeling, that's where we should be going. In my office, in order to keep everything straight, I had these giant boards, and each board had each scene from each movie. I wrote an emotion that I needed the audience to be feeling in each of these scenes. So that really helped me in whatever scene I was doing. The next day I'd go back and like, what's the emotion? And I also map what the character is feeling, which can be different than what the audience is feeling. And then we have a whole crew of people who are making sure, wait, well then she needs to wear this. Everyone's double checking each other.
This is number 3 version of this outfit.
And it's actually different though. There is a shorter one than this.
Yes.
We need it.
I've got a whole room, and boy, the detail of all the things I've had in the 20th century, which is being kind of invented there, and my toys and my trains and my wonderment and my tinkerings and my eyeballs and my head and what I do behind the head and the gears.
I really wanted Jeff to have a moment to show all the glory of the wizard, and Wonderful seemed like such a great version to do that. We even have a Chaplin nod of the great dictator when he takes the globe and he pulls it up. We also have like things that you think are one thing but aren't. With the brick, you think it's a brick, he hits his head and it's actually rubber. Ow. He pulls up his cane and it's on a magnet that sticks to the wall. Even this little train can feel like a big train, and so everything to him is a show.
Wonderful, they called me. And then the weeks progress. Then I get together with Christopher Scott, great choreographer. Christopher then takes me, says, look, I think we can make this dance out of, this is how you move from one little set piece to another, and we're gonna have to break this all up.
It's a huge collaboration. I'll tell you, the number was a very specific version
until in my mind, and then Jeff came in and it really became a whole different number. We really got to build it together.
Here we go, rock and roll.
I felt it when
Where
you said
are
it.
we?
I was like, oh,
Yeah, we'll get to the stage at some point. Rock and roll.
A rich man's a thief or philanthropist.